Spirit is asking you to keep your faith. Right now, it's a New Year's Eve. Tomorrow is actually the official New Year's. So it's important right now that if you're feeling overwhelmed, decluttered, if you are just everywhere, to pause, be thankful for the sidewalk. Think of the person that laid the pavement. If you go outside and, there's a tree, think of how a tree starts in life and how much it has to grow. And be thankful that you see this beautiful tree in front of you. Even when you look to the skies and you see the birds and you see the grass, really be thankful for every moment in life. Sometimes it is so easy to get caught up in everything, to get overwhelmed with every life problem you can name. But the universe is really calling you to trust right now and just believe. Declutter your house. This is a great time to clean everything. Think of the new year. Clean everything. You don't want to clean on New Year's Day. Tomorrow is New Year's Day. And so you want to do all your cleaning today. Declutter your mind. Journal. Say your prayers. Write out what you want for the new year. And a big part of your life purpose can involve writing. Like, you are such a creative soul to where you need to be journaling. Write that book. Figure out little steps that make big steps. But you have to pour into yourself. Don't let life stress take you over so much and you lose track of your dreams, like what you really love doing. You have to have faith. You have to have trust. But don't let every worry, every stress off-route you to what you're really put on earth to do. Your words are powerful. You need to be writing everything. Write your story. Your story will literally be someone else's survival guide. There's so much about life where people do not want to talk about what they really went through. They don't share it. But you never know if the person next to you or the person next to them went through the same thing or something similar. And so your words, you need to get them out there. Write a blog post, journal, write a book. Whatever it is that's calling you, you have to write. Do not give up in your dreams. And just make a goal of what's important to you. It doesn't matter what age you are. Like, what do you want out of life? What are your aspirations? Another thing that could be part of your life purpose is crystals. You're healing. You're powerful. You may wear crystals because they heal you, but you also have the ability to heal others. If you're around, like let's say you don't like your job, put tourmaline in your pocket. Put, just different crystals that will protect you. And know that crystals are so powerful. They do protect you from things. One of my favorite crystals is amethyst. Just your life purpose is connected to gemstones. This is a way for you to channel healing energy. Maybe you need to meditate with crystals in the morning and just feel the power that the crystal transforms over you, which is so beautiful. And maybe you need to gift someone a crystal. Maybe there's someone on your mind and you're like, this crystal they would love. Even with your writing, like, you heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words that you write. Your soul is so in depth. And the universe is just calling you to have trust, have faith, know that things are working out. You're on the path toward your dreams, but it does take time. Not everything is given to us overnight. You have to be putting in the work. If you want to become a writer, even if you work a 9 to 5 or whatever, you still have to be putting time aside for yourself. And if you're not doing that, you'll never see your dreams. Don't let a dream just be wasted. You know, you have the power to control your life. Yes, sometimes you got to grind till you get to the top. Sometimes you got to put in that extra work. But you are capable. You can do this. You are so powerful and so loved by the universe, and the sky is the limit. So I'm wishing you a happy new year. I pray that everything you want and desire happens. If you ever want to book a personal reading, the link is in the bio, and I will talk to you soon.